Okay, wonderful people. Let's do some decimals. Now, if you're tracking your notes, the notes that I sent you on chapter 4, and I'm going to identify the period of this video. This is spring 2020 during our coronavirus saga. Spring 2020 during our coronavirus saga. So these are for my students who should have access to some notes on decimals. And here I'm going to actually do some problems. So first, let's start with place values of decimal, place values. All right. So let's say we're giving a number 32.8025, and I want to know the place value of the zero digit, place value of the zero digit. So remember, when we're doing decimals, we start from the point. After the point, we go right? So we start left, go right to do our place values. Remember, when we're doing with whole numbers, we start from the ones. So we actually start right and go left. And then for decimals, right, we start left and we go right. All right. So, and remember, I said in the notes that the ones place, which will be the 2, is that central place value. Is that central place value between, not by the way, between the ones place and the tenths place, right? So your book doesn't give you much example. As a matter of fact, I don't think I saw any questions that asked you to identify the place value, but they are going to ask you to round. And if you don't know how to round, if you don't know place values, then you can round. So I'm going ahead here and offer you guys the opportunity to identify place value. So I'm going to ask for the place value of the digit 0. So when I look at 0, right, it's in the hundredths place, because my first place value after the point going right, no, it's not your eyes, it's my video focus, it's the tenths. So 8 is in the tenths spot. So 0 is in the hundredths spot. So if I ask you for the place value of 5, right? Here we go. We have 8's in the tenths, 0 in the hundredths, 2 in the thousandths, and 5 in the 10,000ths. And so on. Okay? All right. Now, what if I want you to write 32.8025 in words? Remember how I said we treat them, right? So this is in the standard form. Now I want it in words. So remember, I give you like a formula-based type thing where I say you write it as a whole number, right? And for decimal, and then whole number, right? So it's whole number, and then at the end, it's the place value of the last digit, right? So I want to write in layman's language 32.8025 as a decimal, which is actually the proper way in which we'll say it, right? And it's like whole number and, right, whole number, and then the place value of the last digit. I'm going to call it PV for place value, PV. So my whole number, whole number form, right? So my whole number form, and it's actually a whole number, would be 32. And my decimal point, it will be and. Here's our opportunity to use the word and. And here, my whole number here is 8,025. Right? And the place value of the last digit, 5, is in the 10,000 spot. 10,000, right? That's why I was setting you up. So you see, you even have to know your place value, right? 5 in the 10,000 spot to even write your decimal in words. So this is not 32.8025, you wonderful up and coming mathematicians. This is 32 and 8,025 10,000s. That's how you would write it on a check. Actually, that's how I started writing my checks, just messing with people. I would say like 550 and 50 hundredths or something, meaning 50 cents or 5 tenths. I started writing that on checks. I was just being funny. All right. So that's it. That's talking about place value and writing in words. Writing decimals in words. All right. All right. So that's that for that. On to the next, right? 32 and 8,025, 10,000. All right.